This video was sponsored by Warp Usef. Do you ever feel bored trapped in a field of torches? Are you tired of Minecraft shops that don't actually sell anything? Do you ever feel bored walking through your Minecraft city at night? Howdy, neighbor. Well, now you don't have to, because there's Warp Usef, the one-stop shop. The one-stop shop. Are you guys open? Warp Usef. Warp Usef. Warp Usef. Warp Usef, the one-stop shop for spawners and spawners and spawners. But look at that view, though. Ah, the wildlife. Warp Usef, a premium store. Psst, do you want to buy some spawners? Warp Usef, 10 out of 10 must parkour to enter. Warp Usef, where haters go to die. How's it going, guys? My name's Kevel, and welcome back to Craftadia. I hope you enjoyed that silly little intro that I did. That was an ad for Warp Usef. Go check it out. And today we are starting out in Market. So the reason I'm over here is because we have started the process of trying to get rid of inactive claims. So there will be some shops opening back up. So keep an eye out. It might take me a few days, it might even take me a week, but when admins and mods are on, I've been trying to get rid of the inactive claims, so keep an eye on that. But I also am over here because thank you guys so much for all the support recently. We are at 288 subscribers last I checked. That is amazing. I started Craftadia with less than 100 subscribers, so thank you guys so much for all of the subscriptions. And quick reminder, we have a $30 giveaway that is going to happen as soon as we hit 300 subscribers on the channel. So if you are not subscribed and you are watching this, then please subscribe and you might just win $30 that you could then spend on this server. So I am hoping to rank somebody up. I have a $30 Visa gift card and it can go to one lucky winner. So yes, please subscribe so we can get that giveaway started. So for today, I earlier started a cactus farm. And honestly, all I've been doing is like walking around my base playing with shaders. And it's already popping out. I've got 3 stacks of cactus here pretty much. I need to get rid of this building materials. But I do definitely want to build this up more in today's episode. I need to put the glass around. I need to get the lines in. Welcome to the new 10. We actually have 10 in there now. Blaze spawner. And you can see one up there, which this is actually black glass. That doesn't look very black with the shader pack. That's clear glass. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. So this here is our new blaze farm. And the way this is set up actually is if you stand on this side and you hit a blaze, they'll get pushed over on top of these hoppers, which means me and Gwenera are going to collect the items. Me and Gwenera are sharing the items, and that is because she donated most of the spawners. And then if you stand on this side and you push the blaze so where they land on these 2 blocks, you get to keep the items. This is public land. So if I whack a couple, you can see the blaze rods will start coming into there. And honestly, the 10 spawners makes this pretty efficient. So let's see, I have a little bit of damage on my armor. So I'll hit a couple blazes. You can see those are already repaired. And honestly, I'd only need to be here for about a minute and a half. And my elytra, see, it already went up by a pixel or 2. So it is definitely fast mending. And look, that's 33 blaze rods from me standing here talking. So if you need blaze rods, if you need them for your furnace, whatever reason, this is definitely a good place for you to come and get them. And I like the design I did, where part of them come to you, some come to me, depending on where you stand. So it's your choice. If you only want the XP, and you're not going to keep the blaze rods, then stand over here and give the blaze rods to me. If you want blaze rods, then obviously stand over here and then grab them out of the chest. We officially have half a working cactus farm. So I only filled out the front half. The back half is still only 2 layers high. And basically, I couldn't do it anymore. This is one of those tasks that it's just repetitive and boring and not fun, especially because I'm using string. I can see the comments now. People are going to be like, why didn't you use trapdoors? Why didn't you use slabs? It's because I had string and it looks cool. The sand's floating. It looks special. That's why I did it. But I do regret doing it that way because it adds an extra annoying element. But this is how much cactus we have gotten just from building the farm. I honestly started with only 1 stack of cactus, and I put that down, which is the bottom 2 rows, and I let that go for a while, and then I use that cactus to make more. And honestly, it's already popping off pretty good, just from us standing here talking. So here's the main entrance to my base. This is where my home is located. If I turn right and go into this dark, creepy little basement, I still haven't done my super smelter. I still haven't done my nether portal. But here is the beginning of a pretty sweet room, if you ask me. So I plan to have a lot more rows of these. But basically, this is a way to farm cocoa beans. So basically, this is a way to farm cocoa beans, and really, it's just like a set it and forget it type of thing. So I come along, I place all the cocoa beans, I go about my day, and then later I can come down here, hit that button, and all my cocoa beans are now on the floor for me to collect. And yeah, I could get more cocoa beans if I use an axe with fortune, and I also would get gemstones that way. But it's nice to just come down, press a button, pick them all up, and then throw them back down. Well, with some improvements to the base and some shaders looking awesome, I'm actually going to go to bed. It's probably going to take me another 2 or 3 days to actually get this video out. I work tomorrow, and then I'm going to do some more stuff here Friday, and then hopefully get the video out on Saturday. So hopefully you are watching this on Saturday. But, yep, I hope we get plenty done on Friday when I come and finish this farm. And it might actually be time to do my smelting array that I keep talking about, because I am fresh out of glass. I've got a decent amount of sand sitting down here. I'm not too sure how many chests are full, but I am completely out of glass. I could buy it, but it's probably time to make a super smelter. I just got home from work and spent 20 minutes finishing this cactus farm. It is nice and beautiful. Still have my jetpack on. I burned through 600 fuel making this cactus farm. Not bad. I actually expected to burn through more than that. So, yeah, I can't complain. It honestly was not a bad process. And if I get my tools back, take away this string, and we've already started getting some cactus. So basically the way my hoppers are set up, these 2 chests will fill, and then those, and they'll go outward in both directions. Basically, this side is storage of cacti. I'm okay with that much cactus just being stored up for me to sell to the black market, assuming cactus ever gets on the black market. The side on the right, however, is going to get stored up, and then it's going to go into furnaces, and it's just going to be a dye farm for me, and I will be able to pull the green dye out and get experience. So, yeah, I'm pretty excited for this setup to be nice and finished. Happy Pride Week, everybody! I personally don't want to ever really bring politics onto my channel, but as far as something like Pride Month, then yeah, I'm totally fine celebrating it, because I think everybody has the right to basically be who they want to be, as long as they're not harming others. And basically, anybody who cares about Pride Month isn't really harming others. So, yeah. I will definitely wear this the rest of the episode. I feel really bad, but I don't remember who made this for me. Their Discord name is Sid, but I don't remember her in-game name. So I feel bad if you're seeing this video, Thank you for making the skin for me, updating my skin to have the rainbow stuff. And yeah, you can comment your username in down below. I'm sorry. I don't remember what your name was. I do feel bad. But we're gonna wear this for the rest of the episode, and right now we are going to knock this quest out. So if we go to what am I looking for? Quests. We need to make red dye, orange dye, yellow dye, lime dye, blue dye, and purple dye. So blue is going to be super easy. So if we come to our glass, you are blue. All we need to do is grab 2 of these cornflowers. That's 64 done. And boom, that is the 24 done. So we'll hold on to those because we need to do purple. And purple, if I remember, isn't that just red and blue? Let's test this. So red and then those together gets us purple. And this should be, yep, that's that knocked out of the park. So next, I know we need lime dye, which is why I grabbed the bones. So we'll make some white dye, and then we'll throw that with the cactus green. Boom, that's lime. Now orange, I do remember that we need orange. So this one's yellow. Grab 64 of that, and then red. Get another 64 of that. Oh, that counted as a quest. I must have needed more red dye. So if we... Oh, wrong button. / quests. All that's left is the yellow dye. And I think all I need to do is one more dandelion and I'll be good, right? Nope, one more. Boom. That is the weekly quest done. Very, very awesome that they did that. It's a super easy quest. All you need to do is make some dye. And yeah, it's spreading the word, which never hurts. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna actually do anything fancy with this dye in today's episode, but I will save it because I know I would like to do something in the future when it comes to rainbow colors and different dyes and things like that. This shulker box is sitting here because it is full of something very pretty. Do you have a guess? Iron. Look at this! It's a full single chest of iron blocks. This I paid good money for. However, I also got an amazing deal on this. This is a lot of money sitting here. I paid $155,000 for this shulker box of iron. And that's not even including the price of the shulker box. That's just the iron inside. Chaotic Turtles was definitely a bro and gave me a really good price because this much iron from a normal player would have probably cost me over 200 grand. But he did the 155 for me. So I paid, I don't remember what I paid per iron, but it was still a good chunk of change. And I think we're both happy with, wow, that looks awesome. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting distracted by my base. It's so pretty. But yes, this iron's going to be put to good use. I'm going to be using it to make plenty of hoppers, plenty of basically just stuff, anvils, decorations. It'll get used. It will definitely get used, and I no longer need to worry about iron because it's so frustrating. Every time I wanted to build something, I had to go smelt up some iron or go buy some super expensive $50 iron because that was all I could find at the time. So that won't be a problem anymore. Well, after what's honestly been about 2 hours, I've been doing other things, not just building up this wall. I probably spent, maybe 40 minutes going from, it was about there to there. Not that big of a difference, but it was still almost 3 chests worth of ice. It's crazy how resource intensive this build actually is. And this took longer because I kind of had to triple up the ice right here. Because if we jump up onto this, it's pretty wide, and we had to fill in the ice. So if we actually, right here, were to break some blocks, right... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong spot. Right here. We have an open spot in here that I had to torch up because that's just the way the wall works. That's just how I'm building it. Uh, Basically, I have an inside shape and an outside shape, and wherever they meet up in their different ways is how it ends up. So, yep, we've been getting pretty good progress, and I am quite excited for where we are currently at on this project. So we are working our way up, and each time we get to a new spot, then there's less ice each time we go up because the shape gets smaller and smaller. But yeah, so here's the shape for what's going to be the next plateau, which happens here. And then I do have different plateaus on each side, as you've probably noticed, and that is on purpose. Basically, this is a 3-chunk distance at the bottom. And then it gets slightly smaller as you go up. And then at top, there is stuff that gets put on top that you'll see when we get there. But we are getting close to honestly, I might one of these episodes come through and decorate from this plateau down. So that's going to involve putting snow blocks. It's going to switching out some of the ice to put some of the blue ice and the regular ice in here to just kind of to break it up a little bit because my elytra didn't activate. So basically, it doesn't look. It looks great. It looks cool the way it is, but it'll look even better if it's not all the same texture from top to bottom. So breaking it up, getting some other colors in there, getting white snow, the darker blue, the lighter regular ice in there is going to add extra depth and really make this build pop. And these plateaus are going to be snow covered. The snow is going to be piled up in weird areas, and it'll look pretty good, I'm hoping. So yes, we are going to keep trying to get base work done every episode, and honestly, I'm getting a little scared. I'm going to need to do some 6 hours of grinding ice here pretty soon. I'll probably take a bed into the resource world, bring all my shulkers, and just make trips until I demolish an entire glacier area. So I need more blue ice for when I do the texturing of the walls, and I definitely need more regular ice. And we're down to only 5 chests plus 1 row of packed ice. We definitely, I was like, maybe we're getting close to where we have enough ice to finish the build. No, I was way wrong. I need many more double chests. It's crazy how many blocks I've actually placed of just ice. I wish the stats weren't broken for Craftadia, because I guarantee the amount of ice blocks I've placed is really high. But that is all I have time for today. It is actually almost 1 a.m. I do work in the morning, so I'm going to finish this episode right now. I'm going to edit it tomorrow after work and then get it out to you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching today's episode. My name's Kevil. If you enjoyed today's episode, please consider subscribing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!